My dreams have brought me to today. I know ever since I was small, this is what I wanted to do.
Not only is there something quintessentially American about Destiny's Child, but also something defiantly Southern about these stunning young belles from Houston, Texas. Compare them to Britain's now defunct All Saints. There is none of the leering bad girl sexuality, none of the seemingly shambolic lack of focus that the four British girls radiated. And what's more, Destiny's Child have managed to weather the adverse conditions of personnel splits, lawsuits, and recriminations that would sink less hardy personalities, and have retained their essential dignity to the last. To coin an old-fashioned phrase, Destiny's Child are true ladies. But if art imitates life, any pop band must reflect the culture that it brings to life. And where their British counterparts relied heavily on their bad behaviour for much of their fan appeal, the four Americans, who have now become three, have always depended on the very down-home values of family, hard work, and religion as their spiritual mainstays. And considering that they are now at the top of their profession, it is hard to argue with whatever has brought them there. Never has there been a bigger threat to the idea that pop is the sole province of sickly-looking white boys with guitars. Even the Spice Girls, once considered in Britain to define the notion of female independence in pop culture, have been knocked out of the top of the tree by these glittering glamazons. Destiny's Child began life in 1991 as Girls' Tyme, a six-piece vocal harmony group made up of young girls between the ages of 10 and 11. From the auditions, three of the founder members of Destiny's Child were chosen: Beyonce Knowles, Calendria Rowland, known as Kelly, and Latavia Robertson. Fourth original member Latoya Luckett joined Girls' Tyme a year later. Beyoncé, the group's charismatic lead singer, was born on September 4, 1981. She is the unelected mother of the group. She is earthy and plain-speaking, and passionately devoted to her art. By the age of 10, she was already a veteran of talent contests and beauty pageants, the traditional routes to success for many ambitious youngsters. Her second cousin, Kelly, sings second lead with Beyoncé. She was born on February 11, 1981, and with Beyoncé, she is the sole remaining founder member of Destiny's Child. She is warm, funny, and like all members of the group, she has a natural beauty that radiates freely from every picture you see of her. Latavia was the youngest member of Destiny's Child, a fiery character who one would be foolish to cross. She would on occasion become defensive about many aspects of Destiny's Child, in particular the question of their ages. For her, age was not the issue. It was the music that was important, and the music spoke for itself. Her voice was the deepest in the quartet's range, a low alto. Latoya Luckett, the group's natural extrovert, was born on March 11, 1981. Her clear soprano voice lent much of the spine-tingling intensity to the band's best-known numbers. Even at the tender age of 10, the first three girls stunned audiences with their vocal prowess. By working hard in voice classes and from watching videos of the Supremes and the Jackson 5, they worked hard to develop their own distinctive vocal style and to choreograph their own dance routines. At that young age, they would often put in 6 hours of practice a day, acknowledging the first golden rule of show business: work comes first. With this ethic in mind, Girls' Tyme built up an impressive list of early appearances, including an awards ceremony honouring Bobby Womack, giving them an early indication of the rewards hard work and determination could achieve. They were also asked by Prince to record for his Paisley Park label, an offer which, although never came to fruition, was undoubtedly a welcome boost at the time. On top of all this, they were constantly raved about in the Houston Chronicle, the area's largest circulation newspaper. A year after forming, they appeared on a TV talent show, Star Search, the US equivalent of Britain's Opportunity Knocks. A new category had to be invented as they chose to rap instead of sing. Though they did not win, their appearance brought about important changes. When three of the formative members of Girls' Tyme left the group, Latoya joined, bringing together the quartet that would become known as Destiny's Child, a name given to them by Beyoncé's mother, Tina. She opened the Bible one day, and out fell a picture of Beyoncé. In the text on the page beneath was the word Destiny. Tina added the word child, and the rest really is history. Shortly afterwards, Beyoncé's father Matthew stepped in to become their manager, quitting his job as a salesman for a prominent neurological company for the shark eats shark world of the music industry. Under his guidance, they soon developed lives a million miles away from the scenes depicted in their lyrics. Although writing about boys, more boys, and parties, their everyday lives were actually restricted to the grueling hours of rehearsal that anyone serious about making it in music must endure. It soon became clear that their unusually tight bonding with each other, acquired over years of exclusive devotion to their act and to each other, had produced something unique. These sweet soul songbirds were unusually gifted for their ages, and they combined consummate professionalism with a down-to-earth steadfastness and dignity that came from their solidly loving upbringings and resilient Christian faith. A key factor in their collective view of the world lies in their unshakable self-respect and their respect for each other, echoing original soul queen Aretha Franklin's demand for equal sexual rights in her seminal anthem, itself titled simply Respect. This is a theme that would surface again and again in Destiny's Child's lyrics, as they struck out for recognition of female independence.